National Commercial Bank. People, I'm back again with another video. So today we're at the Morant Urban Center. As I can see by the sign, I'm gonna show you over there from ground view, because the Prime Minister is going to come and do a walkthrough of the Morant Urban Center. Normally I would give like drone views, but that's not showing the bigger picture of how over there looks. So I'm gonna give you a walkthrough to make you see what it's really like when you're over the Morant Urban Center. But I just want to highlight one of the little local sellers right here. She doesn't really want to be on camera, but she sells out here daily. So she normally sells out here daily to the workmen, like these ones here from S&G doing the work on the drain at lunchtime. So I'm gonna turn the camera around to her little stall in the back of her car to show you some of the things that she sells. Alright, you can see right underneath here she have sandwiches. What kind of sandwich again? Sandwich.
I have sandwich.
Alright. I see I have old school tigers round here sitting at the back. Yeah, bread over there, so we use make the sandwich and your butter and something. And you sell buns and cheese bread and stuff. So nice little start for the workman them. Can get them lunch at the time. Right in front of the urban center. Alright. Some workman over here so they want to get catch on camera, so I'm gonna try to put them on camera over here, so yeah, I forgot to talk loud, you know, I can't see you, but I'm talking loud. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna come over. Where I say now?
I'm more love and strength here, man.
Yeah, man.
Over there, so but we choose so we don't have the proper gears, footwear. I must say hard boot.
So you can't go over there today?
No, me not. My boss give me lunchtime, you know.
Oh, so they're on lunch?
Proper boot. I have the proper boot on. Hard boot, they must say require and water boot.
Oh.
So the company is supposed to produce water boot for the worker there. Because remember, you know, most of the Jamaicans them will get thrown work over there, so we can't afford certain things. By the hour we get paid.
Oh. Alright.
I'm more love and strength.
Yeah man, watch your road. Alright, so I'm giving a walking tour inside the Morant Urban Center now, so you can see exactly how it looks. So I'm getting a walking tour. Look at so going. Alright. So you are?
Huh?
You are? Working with RJR. RJR. I know Shannon, they're kind of up there, so. Alright, so first building, that is the Municipal Corporation building. And to my immediate left, we have the NCB building, that's the National Commercial Bank. And over there, I think it's the BPO. Yes. Are you trying to? Yeah? Alright, so here you have the Municipal Corporation building, and over here you have the most completed building, which is the National Commercial Bank over here. Huh? What? when you're over here, I'm not telling like the property huge. Like we go back way up there, so I'm sure you're gonna need some sort of like bus system or something. Cause enough walking this we go back up there, so you know. I take on out there so I'm gonna see out there so too. Because I'm not sure exactly where and where I can go currently. But I take a walk go up at the top so I'm gonna see. Alright, so I'm going to take a walk, go up top so you can see up here so too. As I said just a while ago, I'm not sure exactly where I can go at the moment. I guess when the Prime Minister comes and he's doing a tour, I can show you more of certain places. But for now I can just show you some of what is going on. So I think this is the BPO if I'm remembering right. Right here. And this is the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation building and the town hall right next to it. And over here is where the KFC building is. There it is. And there, one of the workers that hailed me. Hear him have to say.
No, I didn't see. No, it's not. I don't think so.
How goes the worker? There.
Long time I see how it's.
Yeah man. And we Joe now work say nah you're Joe over a place again.
That me I say me I want
Yeah.
to only for improvement as well.
Yeah, holy.
Holy, for something you need to holy.
You want to realize over here big though, you know?
You want it big man. Well big.
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 It look like you're gonna need one little taxi system or something.
One shutter system.
Yeah. Even some little golf cart or something, make it look unique.
To move up from one point to another point, especially when you have to come from up here, so the tax office and the NIS office, you know, the passport office. So, so when you come from this and come like down on the food table, you know, so only the distance.
Only for distance, man. But you have persons that we like the walking just
to view.
Yeah.
And so I go on, you know.
I like it still. Nice little addition to our local parish.
Really appreciate it, you know.
Yeah.
That's why the money cheap, but I take my time and do what I have to do. Because I don't do it for myself, you know, man. I do it for my youth.
I have future generation.
That is it, you know.
I have a big enough man. I want to they have the work, you know.
Man, I just come in and take everything and give you half a cake and still one piece of the half what you give it.
Oh God. I say go sometime, but the
that's
work.
what I say. We are doing it for the next generation.
Yeah man, I understand.
Yeah. So check up on the address. Let's see if we can get started.
Alright. Archer's Minister,
Yeah, man.
Get certification now.
Yeah, the level one them say, you know?
Yeah.
But them soon start heading over by the bank upstairs, you know?
The NCB bank?
Yeah, upstairs for the NCB bank.
Certification
For Archer, yeah.
So these are all the artists don't listen.
Yeah man.
Oh, so I take a walk go out this
Yeah man, I don't know.
And so I'll go
One
on.
get the key, one get the map, and the place so we can
Sure.
yeah, no.
When I come back down, because I don't have no time for them people really. Yeah, but more show over there, so too. Yeah. Alright. So the main building here, the commercial zone, and artists currently doing certifications or something like that. So I'm just gonna show you a little bit of that. Then I try to go up top so you can see what's going on. The great Downey. Well, go on. Yeah, man. Up yourself. Purchase NSTA. Right here.
One namely our MSME grant funding program, where we provide grant funding opportunities to persons who are practicing small business owners. We have two types of programs that we have presently, which is a trainee startup program for persons who are presently in training as well as who would have graduated from any hard program within the last 2 years. And we provide grant funding opportunities for a maximum of $300,000 for persons of that interest in that category. The requirement is that they should register their business and have a certificate of business registration. Our other program that we have is a general support program where we provide grant funding for a maximum of $1 million Jamaican dollars. And the requirement again is that a business plan is provided, certificate of business registration, tax compliance certificate, and financial statements for 1 year. And both programs, despite the dollar amount, provides grant funding in the form of equipment or technical assistance, not cash.
Okay, so over this Morant Urban Center, you have a institution over here.
An office will be here, so the St. Thomas Parish office will be located here. Persons can come here and access any type of training program. When the call opens in May of this year for applications, persons are able to come here, get general information, and applications are submitted online.
So you won't have any training over here?
We may have the facility where we'll be able to offer interventions if required, if locations, if communities have the need for training and they don't have the facilities, we're able to make arrangements accordingly and have sessions. So you won't have an institution set up for training opportunities will be made available.
What is the qualification for you for a person to enroll in art?
From your week 17 up to the day before you die, you are eligible to come into Heart. The doors are wide open. Only thing you need to have is a TRA. You don't have to have subjects. If you don't have subjects and you're interested in pursuing a particular course of study, we have what we call an entrance test, which is at the grade 9 level, where you do math and English, and if you pass that test, then you're given consideration for enrollment into an institution of your choice.
What about if you don't have any financial?
Heart is free.
Art is free.
Money is a must, but for Heart, we're wide open. No charges for anything up to level 4 programs. All our level 4 programs, 1, 2, 3, and 4 are free, tuition free. So come as you are. We're open and ready for you. You're welcome.
You see, I asked some question. I already know about it. I've seen this.
Yes, the persons who
don't
don't
know.
know.
Rotation, right? So what we have right here is Ebony Park Academy, right? This is where we mostly focus on agriculture and agricultural products. We also have a hospitality aspect of our institution where we focus on training students in food and beverage and commission. But ideally, what we mostly focus on is agriculture and agricultural production. So what we have here today, right here, is some of our products that is made from our agro-processing department. Right? So if you may zoom in a little bit closer, what you will see right here is with focus closely on our label. It is showcasing our brand that we have. Right? It is the Ebony Pride brand, And what we do is we try to enforce the concept of from the farm to the table, and we try our best not to waste anything. So our agro food processing lab, what we do is to basically process all of the leftover food that is used after selling to the customers that we have all over the island. Right? So right here what we have is our jerk seasoning. If you should zoom up some more, you will see we have papaya jams, our sorrel jelly jams, right? But here we have our pepper sauce, and this is our sorrel flavored. All three of them is sorrel flavored right now. Over this side, we have our jerk sauce, also, right? Similar to this one right here, however, this one have a stronger taste. And this right here is another flavor for tomato. Alright? Over a bit more. You can also realize that we make ketchup also. But this is just some of what we have processed at our agro-processing lab. Also at our institution, we also sell meat and fish. Right? We sell chicken, we sell pork, we sell all of it is a part of our Ebony Pride of Ebony Pride brand. For training in agriculture, we have several programs that we are currently doing because we are pointing ourselves to ensure that art is being represented in all areas, right? Currently, we are competing with the College of Agriculture, Science and Education to be the top institution in Jamaica where agriculture production is taking place and the training and prospective agricultural students is coming from. We are ensuring that it is coming from us, right? So, what I will do is to just show you one of our brochures here, where we can go over some of the programs that are coming here in April. We have a batch that will be starting in the next 2 weeks, right? So we're going to have apiculture, general agriculture, agro-food processing, greenhouse technology, agriculture, equipment operation, and landscaping. And those are just some of our level 2 programs. We have level 3 programs, agro-food processing also, agriculture extension services, hydroponics, agricultural service land and farming. And we have a level 4 that is called agriculture extension service. Right? So as you can see, Ebony Park right now is poised to even overcome other agricultural institutions that are in Jamaica. This is exactly what it's like.
Alright, we just done talk to the members from Heart, so now hear what they have to offer, so persons can go to Heart when they're oh, I'm gonna go up there, so everybody down there, so waiting on the permit to see out here. But I'm going to try and take a quick trip up here to the front of here, so see if we can get a quick walk through. Yes. I'm not sure if I'm able to go up there as yet, but I will try, certainly. Oh wow. Hello. Over there is where the pond is supposed to be, and park. Remember. I'm gonna try to put some pep in my step to reach up here. This place is really huge. And up here is just this square. Yes. Yes, they have the courthouse over there. I know tax office and passport place and stuff is gonna be over this side. Not gonna go exactly as close to them, but I'm gonna use my phone to zoom in so you can see. So I'm gonna walk about down now. Probably sure now around there. Not probably. I'm going to. Trying to do all of this before the Prime Minister reaches. So just stay tuned and watch how it's going.
Dr. Charles, and she make everything possible, you know. And she make me stand up when we can stand up to see things done. So, and the Jamaica Labour Party, big up the most honorable Mr. Holness, Prime Minister of Jamaica, and big up our deputy leader, you know, the most honorable Mr. James Robinson. Big up every time. town hall.
Magnificent. So let me go and
To the entrance.
Stand up with them.
Please, camera people, like, we don't want to picture a cameraman, we don't want to view, like, serious.
oh, these are what you call historic pictures because years ago, when the building was finished, people
We're excited. Too close to the camera, right? Too close, can't come back and see.
Everybody good?
You're the shot, you're the shot.
Alright, thank you.
Give me all your chicken.
Alright, everybody good? Camera first, please.
Oh, yeah.
Media team, look behind you, please. I'm going to
Very happy that Chris came again. So many ideas for people to say, how can we build around this? Residential as well? Absolutely. Absolutely. Because all the businesses that are here will require people to work. And the opportunity to live in proximity to you is very attractive. So, without question, you're going to find supermarkets. So you have all the convenience here to live, work, play.
Yes, my people, we are going over Justice Square. Or should I say I'm currently at Justice Square. This is the courthouse. I'm not too sure what that building was behind me. I think over there, right here, where the foundation is the Popeyes restaurant. Over there, yeah. Rain or fall, but that's part of the work. Shower's a blessing.
You have decided to take up the trades, and I see you taking the trade seriously. You have your level. So tell me, what do you do on the side? You're a mason. Very good. Very good. What do you do on the side? Very good. What's your name? What? I see you're a mason. Very good.
What's your
You want to stop me now? But come look it out. How are you? Mason. But we hear the cries and the pressures. We understand. We understand. It's going to get better. It's going to get better. All right.
So let's have a group shot for this.
Yeah.
where it's the papayas, as I was saying.
Underground, so you will not see the water feature. It was done for the purpose of actually using the surface as landscaping recreation. And the overflow from this pond, well, the water from this pond that comes in, most of it will not go because all the pipes are perforated, so the water will soon go in. So we're adding back to the water system and take it from and the overflow will go into the main stream. There's an overflow whenever there is a heavy rainfall, and we'll continue to see. We don't have to happen though. It will have to be an extreme situation.
So let me see if I understand what you're saying. All the runoff from this 28 acre development, including the runoff from roofs, paved surfaces, and even open areas, that all of this will be channeled to this, what is called a detention pond. So what will happen here is that you have pervious material that you will compress and you will put possibly soil on top of it. So you won't know the grass, but whenever the water is channeled here, it will filter, it will filtrate through the pervious material and into those pipes, these pipes that you have there.
No, you go in the pipes first.
First, yeah,
out.
And then it will filter out.
On this side.
So it will be always kind of creating.
working with the government, that means working with individuals, micro businesses, large businesses. And this project, in our view, is important just because of the impact it's going to make in the parish of St. Thomas. And everyone's going to talk about that, but from our perspective, as a bank, it's the economic development of a region is, a bank cannot do any better than the economic development in the region that it operates. And so it's important for us, as part of our mission, to be funding the projects that are going to have that type of transformative impact. I want to thank Factories Corporation of Jamaica. I want to thank the government of Jamaica, particularly the Honorable Prime Minister and all the members of the cabinet and of the government. I want to thank our partner Czech in this. For us, it's also an example of how we can bring the strength of the entire NCB Jamaica group to make a project happen. We have NCB Capital Markets through our Stratus funds has made an equity investment. We're a 21% shareholder in the project. We have arranged and provided preference share financing, and we provided the the construction financing for this project. And we feel that we're both in an enviable position and a humbling position that there is very few, if any, other financial institution that can participate in the entire capital structure of a project like this, of this size and magnitude. So we're proud to be here, really impressed with the work that Factories Corporation and their team have done to get it to this point. Looking forward to partnering not only with Czech and Factories Corporation, but with all of those fellow tenants that are going to be a part of this project, and really making this a destination for Morant Bay and St. Thomas, and really making the impact on the economy and the lives of individuals, so that we can again make sure that we are building a better Jamaica. I thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Please go NCB. Now, please forgive me, I was a little ahead of myself. Most Honorable Prime Minister, Cabinet Secretary, Permanent Secretaries, Members of Parliament, Ministers of Government, and of course our councillors, and you specially invited guests who are here today for this event, and we appreciate you. We are honored to have you here. Next on the program is the Chairman of Factories Corporation of Jamaica and also Chairman of the Morant Bay Urban Centre Company Limited, Littleton Shirley.
Most Honourable Prime Minister, I know this is not a formal event, but it would be difficult for me not to recognize the attendees in their various categories. Ministers of Government, Cabinet Secretary, Honourable Audrey Sewell, Member of Parliament, Permanent Secretaries, Chairman of the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation, and your team of councillors and CEO, heads of agencies, company executives, joint ventures partners, NCB Market and NCB Finance, China Harbour Engineering Company Czech, my board of directors at FCJ, and my most important, my management staff. Special thank you to be here this afternoon. I greet you all and greet you well. I know what I'm going to say going to trigger off a lot of applause. So I'm asking you to be short in it because I only have 3 minutes. This project, Prime Minister, is 6 years in the making. You had this vision of creating a town center for Morant Bay, which would be an example of sustainable development and growth for the parish. A town center that provides a framework to encourage and support public order in Jamaica, which we so need. A town center to facilitate the fusion between public and in what you call a one-stop shop, which will provide efficiencies in doing business in the campus. This, Prime Minister, as you well know, is the first to be conceptualized in Jamaica. We first had to believe in your vision, Prime Minister, before we could sell this vision to anyone else. After all, many had viewed St. Thomas as a forgotten parish and a major risk for investment. Now today, I'm pleased to see the progress being made on this development, which will serve as a blueprint for future urban developments. Already, we see this urban center concept about to be replicated in Port Antonio, Portland at the Boundary Urban Center. Another vision for you, Mr. Prime Minister, turning into reality. Mr. Prime Minister, we're not stopping there, because you have charged FCJ to identify other locations across the island to construct similar developments to boost economic growth and job creation for the residents of those areas. In fact, Mr. Prime Minister, you have now mandated FCJ to focus on small business growth through the provision of space, which I'm hoping that you will elaborate on as we look to expand the Morant Urban Center to facilitate the establishment of a community micro-business park and a farmer's outlet. Prime Minister, we took a little time in getting this development off the ground. As we dotted our I's and crossed our T's, navigating through the many challenges to get this project started. We at FCJ, as you know, Prime Minister, are committed to good corporate governance. And this is why I'm pleased to announce for this Morant Urban Center development, we are on schedule and within budget. So yes, Prime Minister, as you know too, I'm no singer, but I drank my lime juice this morning in preparation for this very special moment. So here goes. It is a long time coming, but come September, our change is gonna come. Yes, yes, yes. As we turn your vision, Prime Minister, into reality, to power the residents of St. Thomas to benefit from a new era of growth and prosperity. May God be our guide going forward.
Thank you very much. Elizabeth Connie Shirley, Chairman of Factories Corporation of Jamaica. Mayor Louis Chin. Where are you, Mayor Chin? I did not acknowledge the Mayor of Morant Bay, Louis Chin. So this Member of Parliament is a very active Member of Parliament, especially on this development. I can't recall a time I've been out here and he's not here checking up on the progress of the development, and I think it's so fitting that he be here today just to bring greetings. James Robertson, Member of Parliament for Western St. Thomas.
Good afternoon, everybody. Chairman of Factories Corporation has done a tremendous job. The spokesperson and chairperson today is doing a good job, and I'd like you to put your hands together for them. I thought about what I was going to say to address our Prime Minister, and I realize I'm going to ask him to only say present. he has been so present on this project. He has been so present on the road development in the East. I can only say to you, Prime Minister Andrew Holness, we in the East appreciate it. Your presence has meant so much to our success. I see to my left one of our brilliant scholars, and I will not call your name, Miss Mullins. When she won the most prestigious award and made St. Thomas proud, she said to me in the House of Parliament, she said, Member of Parliament, do not allow them to refer to our parish as the forgotten parish anymore. I recognize your presence. There are some young people who have made this a success. In preparation, Prime Minister, for your visit, we all met here last week. Not to choreograph or to stage, but to understand and to be ready for your presence. What you have done to help turn St. Thomas into a place where we have young men such as TikTok Boss to my left. We have Maisie to my left. And all of us believing and sharing your vision is tremendous. I say all you have to say, Prime Minister, for St. Thomas is present. We will no longer welcome you to St. Thomas. We are going to adopt you and treat you as a citizen of St. Thomas. Thank you.
And it's all right, MP, present. Mr. Prime Minister, I remember in 2018, in the summer of 2018, when you announced the Morant Bay Urban Center development. After that, we had meetings with you at Jamaica House, and you sent us back a couple times to the drawing board. Nah, this is not what I want. And we had to get it right. In summer of 2019, you were here for the groundbreaking. Unfortunately, after that, we had COVID-19. But as soon as it was safe to do so, the Prime Minister was back in this building because he wanted to see where we were with the development. And here he is today, present. Present, Mr. Prime Minister. It's so nice to have your leadership on this development. I hope that your vision for this development is what you've seen today. May I invite you to address the crowd?
Thank you very much, Dara. And let me thank all of you for joining me on the tour of the Morant Bay Urban Center. It is as we update the country on the progress being made on projects that have been announced. Jamaica finds itself in not an unusual position. It is indeed a challenge for many countries and for democracies, particularly for countries where we have high levels of poverty and a large number of persons who could be considered vulnerable. The time it takes for development, physical development, administrative and governance development, to translate into the social well-being that people feel in their day-to-day lives. That period of time between the conception of ideas that will change, improve your way of life, and the actual improvement in your way of life sometimes can be extended. And in that extended period, frustration can set in. And when frustration sets in, it overtakes the vision of the better life, the better tomorrow. And that is why you have leaders. Because in the midst of frustration, leaders must stand up, confront the people who they have been elected, anointed, or appointed to lead, and say to them, do not lose hope. Do not give up.
keep faith, keep investing. Your future is going to be bright. But more than that, your leaders have to actually show, demonstrate, point out, give tangible examples of how your life is going to improve. I'm standing here in a tangible example of how your government is changing your country for the better. The parish of St. Thomas is better off today than it was 10 years ago, without question. Many households are going to benefit from the economic and social opportunities that will be curated right here in this 28-acre development. We have a university here, we have training facilities here, we have joint government here, we have food, recreation and commerce right here, we have light industry right here. And as I look around with land space that seems to be available, I am certain that even more private investment interest is going to be displayed. And I am almost certain that in short order, there will be housing and residential development around the perimeter of this development. In effect, the government, in making the investment in developing this town, is creating a new economic engine that will power the development of St. Thomas. And to replicate this model right across Jamaica. One of the constant cries that we get, it is the inconvenience that people experience in using our urban spaces. Many of our townships were never laid out and designed. They grew organically. They were one-road towns that just grew without planning. And those towns that were planned, like Falmouth, Spanish Town, Ocho Rios, they have outgrown the plans laid for them. Some of them are more than 80 years old, more than 100 years old. It is now time for our generation to take the development of our country and our built environment in particular very seriously. We are able to do so because we have solved a problem that has dogged us for decades, and that is the fiscal management of our public finances. Having solved that issue, the other perennial problem that plagues us is the time it takes to convert ideas into reality to improve the quality of life of the people. And I started there and I'm back there. And on that point, I wish to commend the board and management and workers of the Factories Corporation of Jamaica. They have been a very efficient public sector body. And I want to share a story with you that when we took over the government in 2016, Factories Corporation would be one of the entities that would be considered a fiscal risk to the government. The new board went in and they have done an amazing job in turning around the organization. Factories Corporation doesn't have a challenge in raising money. They have a revenue stream that is almost guaranteed. But having a revenue stream and not having the idea and the management competence to keep that revenue stream protected and to use that revenue stream to expand the services and change and improve the lives of people, without that, public sector bodies will run aground and create problems for the government. So we've ensured that we put in a board that will have the public's interest at heart first and foremost, to protect the public funds and the public purse, but to use those resources in such a way as to improve the quality of life of the people, but to do it in an efficient and quick manner. Now, when you look at the scale of this development, we broke ground, as was pointed out, in 2018, but we couldn't actually do any work because of COVID. We were delayed for 2 years. And even when we did start in 2022 fully, we were still experiencing the tail end of COVID with the supply chain problems and all the other challenges that resulted from COVID. We have reached a very good distance in this project now. I can't give you an estimate as to where we are. From my observation, we are more than 50% in the completion of the project. And from what I have been told by the management of FCJ and by China Harbour, our construction partner, that the project will be at practical completion by September of this year. It looks a little bit of a stretch to me, but I leave it up to the technical persons to fulfill their contractual obligations and timelines. But that period of little bit over 2 years for a project like this is commendable, reasonable, but I don't take comfort in that. I need to see us do large projects and do them quickly. We can do it. We have the skills resident here in Jamaica to do it. Oftentimes, the biggest challenge is the public bureaucracy. Moving a sheet of paper which would have a signature of approval from one office to the next sometimes takes as long as digging the foundation for the buildings here. So the next big challenge for government is how to become more efficient. I have replaced a word that I normally use in these conversations. I would normally have said productive. But productivity is, when it is used, connotes all kinds of other issues on the labor front. What we really want is greater efficiency. If we are to quickly address the issues that the people really face in their household, we have to convert projects like these far more quickly than we're doing. At the end of the day, the people who have come to look at these lovely buildings being built, they return to their homes on roads that are not paved or littered with potholes. They don't have proper water, and their homes are about to collapse on them. And whilst they will say, oh, this is good for the public, what about my private household? How does this benefit my private household? I don't have to go through the connections between a project like this and someone who lives in a community a few miles away who will be employed right here. I don't have to go through the connections between having a well laid out and structured operation like this and someone who is going to be able to have operating transportation facilities between here and where they live, possibly they themselves operating transportation. I don't have to point out the convenience that persons would have to be able to come here for all their services instead of having to go as far as Kingston to get their services. It will result in an improvement generally in the quality of life. But more than that, having this purpose-built, well-designed facility itself will be a magnet for even greater economic activity. I'm saying to the people of St. Thomas, a lot of Jamaicans are going to make conscious decisions about trying to find housing and relocating out of the hustle and bustle of Kingston to come into a community like this that is well structured, have good roads, have all the conveniences nearby. So St. Thomas as a parish, but St. Thomas as people, you are set to see a transformation in the quality of your life. The people who are going to come here, they're not only going to shop here, but all the bars along the road, they're going to stop there. All the clubs and fish fry and all kinds of things that happen in your community, in your backyard, more people are going to come there and you're going to see that improvement. But the time it takes between conceiving this idea in 2018 and getting it done now, believe me, I too am frustrated. But it is my job to speed things up. And the job of getting government to work faster is not an easy job. No matter how you give decree and dictates, that's not how it is. Laws have to be changed, processes have to be changed, systems have to be changed. But more important, culture has to change. Our culture is that if it doesn't take long, it wasn't well done. Our culture is that I am not taking any risk of doing anything fast and it go wrong, because I don't get any more pay for it if it goes right. We have to change culture if we are going to get all these lovely ideas that we have through the implementation process and into actually impacting your lives. So again, let me thank all of you for coming. Let me express my satisfaction with all the stakeholders, the FCJ again. Let me thank Chairman Littleton Shirley, the board and the team. Let me thank our representative from NCB. NCB has been an outstanding financial partner, but they will also occupy a building here. Let me thank as well all the other tenants. Tenants is the appropriate word. Lessees who have, even before these buildings are out of ground, they have committed to it. Why? Because they see the vision and they see how this will be a profitable and meaningful enterprise. Let me also note that we have two educational institutions here, the UCC, they are building out a new university facility, and we have HEART that will give all levels of training, which we normally do in the parish, but now we will have a purpose-built facility to advance and accelerate the training of the workforce here to supply all the needs of this facility. So, ladies and gentlemen, again, it is such a pleasure. Again, I express my commendation and satisfaction, and I say to the people of Jamaica, your government is working overtime in solving the major problems, the great threats, the issues that when they're done, they will be transformational for generations. Your government is working hard, and we have the examples and the results to show. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. Transforming the lives of the people of St. Thomas and by extension the people of Jamaica. Your government is what?
Transforming the lives of the people of Jamaica.
Transformation, that's what we're talking about. You know, like KFC and Chris Martin, it's a big deal. So, for persons who have the other function to attend to, I will ask you, to make your way, but I thank you so much for being here today, and I ask you to just travel safely on the new highway. Have a great day, everyone. Thank you, Mr. Prime Minister. Everyone.
finally go get to give you the working tour now. This is after the Minster speech. So I'm going to show you now how going around here. So. And I finally get a map actually at the place. So I'll probably photograph it a bit better. I'm not sure if you can see as the sun is kind of reflecting on my phone screen. So I cannot really see what you're seeing. But this is warehouse E, I think. And down there is warehouse B. That's what it says on the map. So now I cannot say I don't know where anything is. And where is this truck over here? Is the Archus NTA building. And up there, this building is the Grace Kennedy building. So I know that building that. Alright, so a little correction. This building would be the BPO. So I was actually wrong about this one being the BPO. This is a university. I think it was CCU University that they said. So the one that they didn't take down would be where the BPO is going to be, and this one is the university. See, it has, I think there's a lot of floors. Floor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. About 7 floors. It kinda seem like. Could be less. I'm just and this is where they make their own cement. Big up yourself, worker. So university, as I just say, around the other side they have the municipal corporation building. I may just get confused. So this still at the university. Wow. Just get confused because me say, oh, me reach right here, so. And the NCB bank have one extension on it. That don't make no sense. Because the NCB bank don't have an extension. But then I come to realize that the NCB bank is on the other side of this building, which is the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation building. So I would have to go around the other side to see NCB. See why the map is important? If you're walking over here, you can get lost, man. And if you're here earlier, St. Thomas Events was saying that over here is going to have a little map thingy you can have on your phone, and you scan something and you come in and it shows you exactly where the different buildings are, so you don't really get lost. That's how I just got lost a while ago. So the front of the university here. Part of the municipal building right here, so. And of course you have the NCB bank down here.